Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emma and today I'm a bit sad because we're going to be doing one of the final speed builds on my spring island of Daffodil. But that means that the dream address will be released for everyone to visit. So that's good news. Happy silver linings. That's wonderful. Before we get into the speed build, please remember to like and subscribe. We'd love to have you on the channel. And let's get into this. I don't really know what I'm going to do. Maybe just a cutesy yard. I've spoken about it on stream, but let's give it a whirl and see what happens. So now I have my hard hat on, let the fun begin. The first thing I wanted to do for this area was like a little circular moment with some of this floral path, which I'm sure you've seen plenty of times and it's still super gorgeous. I tried doing this, no actually I did do this around a wishing well on another area on this island and it was a nightmare getting the circular area how I wanted it to look nice, to look kind of like flowing and stuff. And guess what? It was also a struggle on this area as well. It was so annoying. I just wasn't sure how to do it. In the end, I was just like, I'm just going to make it symmetrical and then hope once I've placed down lots of items, it will look nice. I also wasn't very prepared with space becoming an issue on this island. Finding somewhere to put my storage shed and my DIY desk to do some like crafting and stuff for this build, I didn't know where to put it, so I definitely put it in the wrong place, not prepared at all. So there we have it. There's the kind of circular thing that I was going for, and then in the middle I'm going to put a little blanket, just this one here. I really like this blanket. It's been gorgeous, one of the first codes that I probably downloaded for this island. And then I'm going to make a little seating / dinner area here using the log sofa. I forgot how much I loved it. Really nice in this light color wood variation as well. And then just add in some other seating options. I realize now when I look back at this build, why didn't I try and put stuff on the table to begin with? That's always the thing I dread the most, specifically on the round tables. I find it so hard to put items on there because they're always kind of just hanging off the edge, but hey, we'll do that later. We'll go through that struggle later. And then I put the tiny library down. I wanted to include it. I struggled a lot with deciding where to put it, but in the end I did just kind of put it down the edge. I thought the party lights would be nice. I do change my mind on them later, but they look cute here. If you're just doing a standalone segment, having like party lights at the back is definitely a winner for sure. And what's not to love about having a nice cruiser bike? And then this area is definitely coming together, as I say, just missing some of the items on top of the table, I think. And then I decided to move back behind the house just to try and make it flow into the area. Hi Gulliver, I hope you're having a nice little sunbathe there. I used the mushroom parasol as an alternative to a tree because I wasn't sure if it would fit there, so I decided to use a mushroom parasol. It's still a cute item. And then I'm just going to put some items around Cally's house, just some little things. We were talking about streams and one of the suggestion was doing like a health food shop because Callie is a squirrel and I love that idea, but I just wasn't sure how to do it. So in commemoration to that suggestion, I've added the jar of nuts for you. It was an adorable idea for a build and it would be so cute. So if you have her on Happy Home Paradise or if you have her on your island, definitely go for it. Make any of your squirrels a little health food shop using all of the nuts and stuff available. I think that would be adorable. And then I'm just adding in some stuff on the left hand side. I think this side will be slightly more kind of natural. There's a bit of an awkward place in the cliff. So I'm just gonna wait for the tree to grow in. I've realized now I'm at the end of this island, I'm kind of lacking in trees, extra trees. So I'm gonna have to do some planting and watch them grow in, which is always a bit of a bore waiting for your trees to grow in. I would love if you could like instantly feed them something and then they grow magically. That would be so easy, so much better for building, like you have in Happy Home Paradise. Such a tool, such a great tool. So yeah, on the left hand side we went with the wooden box and some stools. I'm just gonna kind of put in some fences here and there, not go too over the top with them. And then I'm going to put another tree in here as well. But I think my plan for this one is to definitely stunt this one, make it smaller, so you get the bit of the height variation there. And then lots of flowers, because that's pretty much what this island is all about. I am literally drowning in white tulips and white hyacinths at this point. I seem to be lacking in cosmos, which is strange, because they're my favourite. So that was a bit of a disappointment when it comes to planting things, but I have some in my storage, so disaster averted for sure. And then just adding in some more, just trying to clear out my inventory. I feel like when I'm building, I do tend to just decide, it doesn't seem to make much sense when I build. I feel a lot of the time, I feel I'm a little bit all over the place, and I'm sorry if that's hard to follow. But most of the time it's because I'm trying to clear out what's in my inventory, if that makes a bit more sense. But yeah, wheat fields, dotting them around, just lots of like natural things for this area. Really just want it to be like a meadow come garden / area. So I've time traveled forward a day just to get some of those trees growing, and I feel like it will help me decide what else I need to do with this build. I'm just putting those items on the table here. As you can see, that coffee cup is just about to fall off the table. We don't want any spilt coffee here, so please be careful. And this area in front of our house was looking a little bit bare, so I've added in some antique boots as just a little bit of detail there. I've picked up some more flowers as the day went on, so I'm just trying to figure out the placement of them. I feel like down in the front area, what I want to do is do a little cozy sewing area on a picnic blanket. I thought that would be nice. I do have like the embroidery hoop custom design, and I don't think I've used it enough on this island, so I want to make use of it. Now we're getting to the end, just using those custom designs that I haven't really used yet. I feel like I've dotted it around a few places, but not as much as it deserves. It's such a cute design for sure. When placing the flowers, I always try and do it so the same colours and the same kind of plants aren't right next to each other. So that's why you can see me picking them up, moving them around, and just trying to find the right fit for the area. And then this is where I'm going to do that sewing area that I spoke about. So I'm going to put the blanket coats down at the edge for the fringe, which is, I still love this one, very lacy, very nice. I feel like I shouldn't have put that tree there. It's just blocking the way. Don't worry, we'll move it. And I'm gonna put in 2 different kinds of blankets, just to contrast with the kind of square, and this heart one is still so gorgeous, so pretty. Definitely worthwhile checking out the creator of that one. I said it before, but you can find her on Twitter. Her name is @LinnyMinnie. So cute, amazing designs. And this is just kind of working out what's going here. I've grabbed some items to try and make that sewing area as well. The tree had to go. I feel like it was too much, and who doesn't love a super cute little tree stump? So chop down the tree and you've got a cute tree stump. And then here we have the sewing area starting to take shape. I've added in the pile of Zen cushions because they're adorable. I would have preferred a different colorization on the sewing box, but that's all that I have for now, and I wasn't about to time travel forward a day just to get a cute one. I thought the mum's pen stand was a nice addition to this one, just because it's got scissors and pens, like have your utensils, I feel like that's the wrong word, for your sewing, so that was cute. But yeah, and then we've just got other sewing related items, the sewing project, the ironing thing, and also a radio, because listening to music while you're sewing, I feel like that could be really therapeutic and relaxing. And then I'm just trying to add in some different kind of, just make it feel right. It didn't quite sit right with how the items were. So I'm just trying to edit and move them around a bit more. I don't know if it was just being me just being overly picky, and yeah, possibly that is the case. But I did like the addition of the round pillow, and if you can't be bothered to go back to your storage shed, just take your socks off and put them down. That is essentially what I did. But yeah, the socks, just a nice little clothing item. And then back to finishing off the area, back to adding in some more natural stuff. Custom designs, definitely going to help set off this area. I didn't want the whole area to be chock-a-block with flowers, even though it is, but I didn't want it to be fully just flowers. I like having different bits within the natural areas. So like obviously here I've got bunnies and ducks and mushrooms and mum cushions, just all that kind of cute stuff, just mixed in amongst the flora and the fauna. Is that right? No, that's wrong. Fauna is like is that the animals? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, just like mix it up, make it a bit more interesting, so it's not just a solid field of flowers. Solid flower fields are beautiful as well, and I haven't actually done one on this island, which surprises me, apart from the flower farm, but even then that's more a farm as opposed to a field. But either way, still looks cute. This is just the way I'm going with it on this particular island. I'm definitely, when it comes to setting my dream address, I'm definitely going to set it around this time, because I just love the way that the grass looks with the greens and the colours that I've used on this island. It's just really nice. It's not as vibrant as it is in summer, like it's still kind of a little bit muted. Definitely my favourite time of year for sure. And then just going to add in some wheat fields, because at the moment we're lacking the wheat fields. Who would have thought it? Definitely need more of those wheat fields up in here. So trying to get the placement right, that was a struggle. I feel like the ladder was just affecting it maybe. But yeah, it still looks, managed it in the end. That will have to do. And then some custom designs, just mix it up as you go along. I find that that's the best way to do it. I'm not overly bothered if the flowers spread in this area, but I don't want too many duplicates, because I'm struggling with that at the moment. Having to go back round and clean up my whole island is so much work, because I miss spots where I should have put a blank design down, and yeah, it's a whole thing. And definitely very time consuming. It's really hard when all you want to do is just finish your island, but instead I'm finding purple mums everywhere. But it's okay, we're nearly there, and we're nearly at the end, and I'm really excited to be able to release this dream address soon. I hope you're all looking forward to seeing it as well. So yeah, I think we're pretty much done here. I'm just going to add in another wheat field here, and then here is the final product. So everyone, that's the end of the video, and it's also nearing the end of this island. I really hope you've been enjoying the journey that has been Daffodil, and all of the builds and all of the lovely spring vibes that have been going on. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with another one. Bye bye.